Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Celestial C888 and today we will be using the Wildwood Tarot deck for our tarot reading. And now, without further ado, let us begin. All right, Virgos, these are your cards and this is your general reading for the 4th week of October. That is October 23rd through October 29th, 2022. Now, first impressions that I have for you, Virgos, I definitely feel for this week, you guys are going to be contemplating a lot of things. Particularly, I would say you guys are going to be thinking about whether it is that you're safe in the place that you're in right now, whether that be if you're safe and comfortable in your work environment, school environment, relationship, whatever it is going on. That's going to be something that you're going to be thinking about, because the first card you have for the week, Virgo, is the Six of Stones, exploitation. So in some degree, either you feel exploited, maybe by your work environment, perhaps you see something like somebody else, you feel as if somebody else is being exploited in your work environment or in school environment or even at home. It could be possible for some of you Virgos, wherever this is going, you feel a level of exploitation is going on in an environment. And if it's you, if you feel like you're being exploited, you definitely would feel drained. You definitely feel like you don't have any more energy, any more resources to give for your job. And it's definitely not good for you, Virgo. I definitely feel for a good amount of you in a collective. This doesn't have to apply to everybody, but for a good amount of you, you're just kind of just like, I'm just being used and not being appreciated. And that's how you're kind of feeling right now, Virgo. The next card we have for you is the King of Stones, the Wolf card. Now, again, going off of the Six of Stones, the exploitation card, you're probably thinking to yourselves, who can I talk to about what's going on at work or what's going on at school, or even, for some of you, maybe even what's going on at home. You're kind of thinking to who can I go to, who feels safe, who can help me, or who can help the other person who you see, is dealing with something that they shouldn't be dealing with. Again, perhaps you're the one who's having to deal with exploitation. Perhaps you are witnessing somebody else or a group of people being exploited, and you're kind of just like this isn't right, this is uncomfortable, who can I talk to? This is something that's on your mind with the Wolf card, Virgo. You're kind of just okay, something needs to be done. I've got to find somebody to either help me or help them. The next card we have for you, Virgos, is the Six of Arrows, transition. So if this is you being exploited at work or feeling like you're exploited at work, you might be on the verge, if you haven't already started looking at new job applications, but you might be on the move to going someplace else, especially if you feel as if you're not being appreciated, if you feel like you're just being drained of all of your energy and not seeing really anything in return. Eventually you're going to transition out, you're going to try to leave. For others of you, it could just manifest as you actually, transitioning in different ways, maybe in school, maybe with relationships, or you could even just be traveling. Some of you could just be traveling to a different place, transitioning to a different area. If you're perhaps moving from one part of a city to a different part of the city, however it manifests for you, Virgos, I definitely feel as if moving on is going to be something that's very important for you guys this week. Next, we have the Six of Bows, clearance. So for some of you, maybe you're clearing up your home or office space if you have your own personal office. Perhaps you're just clearing out some old ideas that you have in your head that you just, don't necessarily serve you anymore. You're just I don't need to think about this anymore, so I'm just going to clear it out so I can come up with new ideas for projects at work, or projects for yourself. Whatever it is that's going on for you, Virgos, definitely, clearing out the air is going to be an important aspect of your week as well. Next, we have the Ward. which is the equivalent for this tarot deck as the Strength card. So for those of you who, maybe are being exploited or are seeing exploitation to some degree, maybe you're worried, if you have like the strength to do what you need to do, maybe even the strength to just leave the negative situation that you are in, if it's just like a bad situation with like a relationship or a friendship, again, or even just with a work thing. With the Ward card, you do have the strength to leave this behind you. This person has this Woodward card has your back so that you can get out of it, so that you can move on. Because again, like I said, with the first card of exploitation, I want to say for a good amount of you might even just be coming to the realization that you've been exploited just from this reading alone. Maybe with the first card saying exploitation, you're just like, oh, that is the word. That is what's happening with me right now. That is what's happening at work right now. And I'm saying work, it could be in other aspects of your life, but that work was just an example. And finally, we have the Queen of Arrows, the Swan card. So again, I definitely feel as if you guys are seeing through the illusions of things. You're not going to be made a fool anymore. You're not going to be used anymore. Again, I definitely feel with the Swan card is saying, again, same as the transition card with the Six of Arrows, you're going to be moving on. You're going to be saying goodbye to the negative things that's been holding you back, Virgo. So good for you. And moving on and sticking to it, because again, if you have been exploited, or if you've just been witnessing exploitation, I know for a good amount of Virgos out there, that's not something you can sit with. That's not something you can ever be comfortable with. So definitely, if the situation is bad, whether that be at work, at school, whatever environment this exploitation is happening, get yourself out of it. If you can find somebody to help you, definitely go to that person, Virgo, so that you can get out of that situation as quickly and smoothly as possible. All right, Virgos, that is your general reading for the week. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, comment. I'd love to hear from the community as we grow. Also, the October monthly readings are available on the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.